The student that we have chosen today to monitor and watch their growth and figure out an assessment plan for has a 2.0 language proficiency composite score. That's according to her last access test that was taken about 6 months ago in January. She's in third grade. She's from the Congo. And according to the WIDA can-do descriptors, which tell us what she's able to do at this point in her growth, a couple things that she's able to do is to identify the who, what, when, where in a story. This is just kind of basically retelling you, labeling who, what, where the story took place. And to participate in a multimedia presentation with collaboratively, so with her peers, based on research. This immediately gave me an idea about a project-based learning assessment opportunity that she'd be able to do. That would also give us as teachers a really good idea of what growth she has made, what she knows, and then what she still needs work on and what we can help her with throughout the year. Within this assessment, if that's one that we choose to do, this would be considered an authentic assessment. It is something that she'd be able to do with her peers, and it's ideal that she, since it is a project-based hands-on learning activity, that it would be given to her under her ideas of what's interesting. So she would be able to choose the topic of research under an umbrella of ideas. And then she would also be able to work with peers and on a variety of forms. So on the computer, in the library, within books, magazines, however she was able to find information on that topic. Also, after all of the information was collected that she needed, it'd be ideal to have the big idea of the content be shared by her. So as long as that is all done, then that it could be considered an authentic assessment. And some ways as teachers, EL teacher and the classroom teacher would be able to monitor that progress would be in the very beginning, give her a rubric, go over that rubric with her, kind of pre-conference about what's expected in this project and throughout the project, and then the end result of the project. Have her, in her own language, whatever she's comfortable with, repeat back with you what the project will entail based on that rubric, and what the rubric really means to her project and to her after it's all said and done. And then there could be a checklist of objectives and targets that are accommodated to her language proficiency level. So the language objectives would be changed to being able to identify and locate anything that's within her 2.0 language proficiency. That would be something that she'd strive for and would be able to understand and achieve. And then the content objective could be differentiated as well to whatever it is under the standards of the WIDA standards and her based on the project, whatever the content could be. And then at the very end, in order to successfully kind of wrap up the project and get the most out of her time and her energy and the teaching, you could conference with her, kind of sit down and have a student-teacher conference and go over that rubric that you went over in the very beginning and go through and kind of make a checklist of everything that she did, show growth in, anything that she could have perfected a little bit better. And then that would kind of also give her closure and understanding, some ownership, and some responsibility of her own, not only project, but a broader sense of her learning and her abilities as a new American student. Give her that confidence that is very much necessary.